light over there. We have the most beautiful scenes this morning. Look at that happy chap down there. Oh, glorious. Good morning. It is Monday and you can hear the sounds of the tractor on the field up ahead. Ali just said to me, gosh, these farmers, they don't muck about, do they? 7:59 and he's out on the field. But we are walking the dogs through very large turnip fields on a very mild autumn morning, and it is absolutely glorious. As you can see, the colours are changing, which is very exciting, and it is very soggy underfoot. But this morning I had one of those lovely moments where, if you watched my last video, you would have seen that I did a lot of homemaking, and in this video I experienced the, I think as the Gen Z would call, glimmers of the life that I put in the work for in my last video. So I woke up this morning and I put on my new dressing gown that was all fluffy and cosy, and I'd hung up and I'd spritzed with linen spray, and I put my feet on the new bath mat in my bathroom that was all squishy and soft, and the underfloor heating was on, and I'd woken up to the sounds of my alarm clock with Classic FM and the sun shining. Obviously the sun wasn't shining, it was dark, but it just goes to show that what you put in, you get out. And that was what I was experiencing this morning, one of those moments where I was like, oh, I'm so happy that past Lydia put in the work for my morning to be very, very lovely.
It must be mating season for red kites.
Is it?
Yesterday I saw 4 together somewhere else, and I've just seen about 3 flying around here, so they must be mating.
There are a lot out, I have to say.
Well,
usually...
and together.
Yeah. Google it.
If we wait to have conversation with somebody that will know rather than Google it.
It's true, that is true.
And go, ah.
Yeah.
Or somebody in your comment section. Okay?
Yes. What time is mating season for red kites in the UK? Because
I wouldn't have thought it's now.
No, it's a strange time, but then it depends.
Birds, don't they normally go in a sort of like spring? So they've got the summer to...
Well, they have their bait. Well, yeah, I know, yeah. I don't really know. I should probably read it up on it, but...
I mean, I know that there's a certain time you're not allowed to trim your hedges.
Yes, because they're nesting.
Yeah.
Maybe they're finding their life partners now. Flirting, scoping out who's on the market. Are you having another poo, Barkley? There's been a lot of chatter in the Hamlet WhatsApp group about why on our single track road there is so much mud, and I think I may have found the culprit. It looks like the farmer has harvested his corn, and because of the wet conditions it has caused a sea of mud over the single track road, and treacherous conditions. Apparently my personal trainer skidded to my house today, but the corn is gone, all gone. Exhibit A. Oh my goodness, it is so slippery. The trials and tribulations of country life. Good afternoon, everyone. I probably should have started this vlog earlier, but I have been running around chasing my tail. But I know that you don't really care about what I've been doing, because you might well be admiring my squirrel jumper. Honestly, I will never tire of having wonderful animal nature jumpers like this, but especially when they are cashmere, and this is a cashmere jumper. I waited a while for it to arrive, but I found it on Amazon, and I literally unboxed it downstairs, and Saturn was like, I love it. I absolutely love it. So yes, I'll link this down below. But the dogs are going mad because we have quite a lot of people in the house today. And I feel like I say that a lot, and then not a lot changes in the house. But do you know that you generally spend a lot of time keeping a house up, and our what's it called, our wood burner needs a new fitting or something like that done to it, so that's being done. We've got the electricians in downstairs also. They are working on the wall lights for the cinema area of the club room. We have done so much in there in terms of like making decisions. We have completely upgraded the cinema system, so now everything is hidden in the ceiling, which is going to be really lovely for giving it more of like that lounge feel. I found some artwork for in there as well. I haven't ordered it yet. We haven't decided exactly which one we want to put up in there, but I'm thinking a very, very large tapestry. I know I've said this a lot, but I think we're going to go with it. The things that I'm holding up on at the moment are, I just can't decide on the top of the bar. I think I need to get a sample of the wood to be able to like really accurately understand, and I think I might have to find someone that's going to come and do sort of like a distressed finish on the bar as well, so I'm going to need to find some kind of like specialist painter. It's all these things that you just never really think about. But yes, it is Tuesday today, and I started off the day with a wonderful, wonderful fitting for my new bespoke riding hat from Champion. Champion like have been so good to me in my riding journey, and I think it's because Liv, the girl who I deal with, is honestly like a ray of equestrian sunshine, and we always chat all things equestrian when she comes to see me. Like, we end up chatting for so long, and I'm like, we end up talking so much that I'm like, I think I take up a whole morning. But she's someone that's been riding for a very, very long time. And she's so encouraging of me on my journey. And I think she's a really good person to like chat to about a lot of the things that I experience in riding. And one of the things that we talk a lot about is how riding makes us feel, and how from when I first started sharing like my riding back during lockdown to now, I've had to really learn why I ride. And because when I was met with the like very, very opinionated side of the equestrian community, which I really think makes up like a small portion, I think generally everyone that I meet that is like an equestrian, they are lovely. I think there's just a very small portion, like with anything online, there's a small portion of people that like take things to the extreme. And when I was met with that, I was like, my gosh, I just thought it'd be okay for me to just share my journey. And now that I'm in a place where I'm like, I'm not doing it for you, and I'm also not doing it to look good in front of you. I am all of the safety gear all the time, and I am someone that will wear whatever the hell I want, even if it's not the norm when it comes to an equestrian. I'm the same in everything in life. Lots of people always tag me in their videos when they're like, this is me on my dog walk, and this is Lydia Millen on her dog walk. This is Lydia Millen on her holiday, this is me on my holiday. It's one of those things that's like a really relatable thing for a lot of people, I think, but for me, I do this for me. And I do these things because I know how it makes me feel. And wearing safety equipment has become something that I'm very, very passionate about. And whilst Champion is like a equestrian brand, one of their main focuses is safety. And so today I was actually fitted for my proper back protector. I didn't have a back protector before here. I actually borrowed one of Claudia's, and I spoke to Champion and I wanted to get fitted, and so this was what happened. We basically ordered my custom hat. They've come back, fit my custom hat for me, which I'm going to show you, and also fitted me for my back protector. A back protector, in my opinion, I'm one of those people that like, if you're wearing a back protector, you're cool in my eyes. Like, you're a cool equestrian. I don't judge anyone who doesn't, but in my opinion, I'm like, the coolest of the cool are wearing these. And so I wanted to get one of these because I just wanted to be as safe as possible. I'm always like blown away though, when I see things in America where people ride in America, because in America, they don't even ride with hats. So I'm just like, this is wild. It's such a different experience. But yes, I got fitted for this today. And what I wanted to say is that Champion do custom bespoke hats. So if you wanted to get yourself like a nice hat or something like that, then you very much can. That is mine. But this is my back protector. And I'm so happy to finally have it. And they actually brought me round a few pieces of clothing from one of their other brands as well, Toggy. And this is the thing that I was most excited to show you about, because this is a riding jacket. And Liv brought it because she was like, you know, one day when you're all dressed up, one day, you know, you'll be riding in this. And I was like, I actually first of all think that I will wear this just generally. I love the tones of the elbow patches. Oh my gosh, so blooming nice. Look at that. But also, you know I'm going to be wearing this whilst riding. You know that that is going to happen. I am going to be one of those people that rides in a jacket because I don't care. I honestly don't care what anyone thinks. Whether I'm all the gear and no idea, I don't care, because I am riding nowadays because I just love it. I absolutely love it. And just like anything I do, whether that's dog walking, whether that's my bedtime routine, I do it in a very, very considered way. I spend a lot of time making it lovely because that's what makes a lovely life. And so yeah, it was just a really lovely day. I've got some new breeches, I've got a gilet, and I'm gonna go get my hat. Hold on, let me show you. This is my custom riding hat that arrived today. So they do this as standard in the blue velvet, and I wanted to get a black velvet because I wear a lot of black and a lot of neutral colours, so I think the black with my black boots is really nice. But I've also just placed an order for my chocolate version of this, and I think what makes these hats so gorgeous is these like sort of beige leather straps, and this next to chocolate. When Liv suggested it, I was like, oh my gosh, wow, yes. And do you know what, this is the thing that's so amazing, is that they actually don't take that long to make these hats as well. So if you did want to get a custom hat made just to how you like it, in the colours that you like, then you can do so. Just like I know people take their boots really seriously, the hats for me are just as fun. And it's so funny now, if I ever ride somewhere else, I always take my hat with me because I want the comforts of my own hat. There's no point in having all this gear and then not wearing it. So yes, very exciting morning. I am riding later, so I need to pick out what I'm gonna wear for riding. I haven't ridden in about 2 weeks because it has been so busy and I've missed it so much, and it's such a miserable day, but I'm so happy that I'm gonna be getting to go. Don't care that it's raining, I haven't washed my hair, so there's just nothing to worry about. I'll put my hair in a little topsy tail and we will be good to go. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love my outfit for riding today. This is one that I just kind of dreamed up in my head, and like I said, I'm one of those people that I just really enjoy like the art of doing things in like a sort of put together way. So even things when it's like going to bed, I like to make a bit of a ritual out of it, and the same is with riding. I enjoy the process of like getting ready for it and choosing what I'm gonna wear. It doesn't make me a better rider, it probably makes me a worse rider, but I also don't do it because I'm hoping that you look at me and think, gosh, she knows what she's doing. I'm doing it because I love like the art of it and I love the ritualisticness of it. I honestly don't care if anyone thinks I'm a bad rider. I'm not doing it because I want you to think I'm a good rider. I'm doing it because it feels like, oh, the best thing ever when I'm doing it. So yeah, this is my outfit. I've got a Lily silk jumper on, Holland Cooper breeches, Holland Cooper base layer, mountain horse boots, Holland Cooper belt. Then I've got my little Amazon bag. I've got my new Champion Equestrian helmet. I've got my new Champion Equestrian hat, but I'm going to also take a waterproof coat with me just in case, because it is slightly wet out there, hence why my hair is up. I've done my little topsy tail number with a little burgundy hair tie in it. But yeah, that's the sort of finished look. I'm gonna jump in the car and drive over to the stables, hopefully miss rush hour. Good afternoon, everyone. Guess where I am headed? You have one guess. There's a possibility of 3. I am either heading to Farmhouse, I am either heading riding, or I'm heading to Pilates. It's basically all I do nowadays. But I am heading to the stables after 2 weeks out of the saddle, and I always find that I really suffer, like suffer in the very, very fortunate and very, very lucky sense of the word, in that my routines, my abilities really like suffer. So I forget how to tack up, I forget all of the sort of responsibilities, because I'm out of the routine. I really like riding 2 to 3 times a week gets me into the best routine ever. And I am basically heading to the stables now with my brand new custom made Champion helmet. I was fitted for this last time Liv came to my house. She's amazing. Liv from Champion, I have the biggest girl crush on her ever. She's so lovely. You know, like one of those ladies that she's a rider, she's got her own horse, but she's so encouraging and is such a like testament to the sport. I always love chatting to her about horse riding and things like that. But she was bringing over my custom made riding hat and my own back protector, which I'm going to be wearing for the first time today. The day has come and I'm so happy, because for me riding isn't about taking unnecessary risks where I don't have to. Obviously riding in general, you take a risk, but for me, I don't do it to like compete. I don't do it for any other reason other than it makes me feel lovely. And worrying about things like that, I just want to make sure that I've got as many bases covered as possible when it comes to safety. So having my back protector fitted is an essential part of that. It is a very soggy wet day today, I have to be honest. Very, very soggy wet day. I've just pulled over to fill up the car. And please tell me I am not the only person who gets the fear when they pull into a service station with regards to filling up with the wrong type of petrol, doing it wrong, embarrassing. I don't know why I get so worried. I always leave Ali to fill up the cars, but it is absolutely pouring down. So I'm gonna head out into the rain, fill up the tank, and hopefully make it to the stables in time. Oh, okay, tank full up. It is absolutely pouring, like pouring more than when I left, but I'm just not letting it dampen my spirit. I'm just not. I actually think this might be the first time I have ridden in like pouring rain like this as well. I think I've done every other type of weather except for this one. So yeah, it would be an experience. Oh my gosh, look at Cloud. You are, but yes, very, very soggy. Oh my goodness. Soggy snoot. I'm going for the wet look. We have a very soggy, muddy boy, don't we? Look at the mud on your head. But we are going to be popping on his 16 Cypress gear. So we've got his half pad and his saddle pad. And his gorgeous saddle here. Oh. Good boy. Oh, for goodness sake. There we go. Sweet. This fringe bit is not my friend, but it is absolutely pouring now. My new hat is soaked and I genuinely look, I mean, I love my get ready with me. I need to like cut to this. You've got Nick Carter curtains. Look at that centre parting. You're doing so well. So well. Yes, very, very soggy ponies this evening, considering it was like all sunshine yesterday. Actually, I'm loving it though. Ooh. Come on then, good boy, good boy. And I love all the effort I put into my outfit to end up wearing this, because it was raining so much. Look at us with our cagoules. Well, I don't know if you can see me. It's probably a good thing. The state of me after what was a very, very wet ride. I think we thought it was going to be dry by the time we actually got out, but honestly, I enjoyed it so much. I don't think the weather like stops me from enjoying something like that, and so yeah, it stopped Romeo from enjoying it, and he had a bit of a tantrum at one point, but yeah, it's just one of those, like, I don't know, like, it's, if as long as I've got the right gear, which luckily I had one of my Holland Cooper like waterproofs with me, as long as I've got that, I don't care. And the rain falling on my hat, my face, I mean, I'm dry as a prune right now, but I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So I'm gonna head home. I do believe that dinner is already ready for me at home. I'm gonna get into some comfies and rest, because the wind did pick up and it was very, very intense at one point. It was like battling against the elements, but it was so worth it. Oh my goodness me, my hat is going to need to be put straight. That was a bit close for comfort. My hat is going to need to be put straight in the boot room, my newly organised boot room, to dry. I'm going to hang it up here and hope that it's okay. And then my back protector can go there. I've already had dinner. My button is undone on the top of my trousers, and look at this hair. I'm gonna get myself into the coziest outfit that I own, and I'm gonna light that blooming fire. That is what happens when you ride in the rain. Oh my goodness, thank goodness that it is hair wash day tomorrow, but I am in my comfies. I've got Amazon cashmere and wool blend socks on. These are the best in terms of like actually being able to wear them. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Off. Barky, off. That is, he has never done that before. What is wrong, my love? What is wrong? What is wrong? Yes, so I've got my Amazon socks on. I've got Lily Silk two-piece, my absolute favourite Lily Silk two-piece. And that is my coziest of the cozy outfit. Let's get that fire on. I don't think Auntie Saturn has fed you. Oh, good boys.
You're going to come up to the right to the top of the bench. You can go over the top. Ribs come down and your lower back stays pressed on. Straight arms. Try and take that over as much as you can. So you don't want to come into this flared position. You want to keep your abs down. Squeeze back to that middle position. Take it over. Big stretch. Straight arms. Squeeze back in. Okay, press the lower back to the. That's it. Good. Keep your abs tight as you go over. Good. Shoulders up a little bit higher, so you want to almost look at the mirror. Drop these down. Right, that's where we want to be. One to go. Utilise your hips, drive it straight up, that's it, and then change up. Good.
And just like that, one workout, a horse ride and a hair wash later, and I'm mildly presentable again. One of the things that I ordered on Amazon, I think this was in the Amazon Prime Day sales, was the baby hair tamer from Hairbest. I didn't even know they had this, but these things I absolutely swear by, because I have the kind of hair that if I have a baby hair, it just sticks right up like an antenna. But I think I might have actually cracked things when it comes to styling my hair now. I will let you know for definite, but basically what I was struggling with was I was using the GHD, and the products that I was using like to, what's it called, like prime my hair. It was meaning that I was like, my hair, the style was like falling out, and it just wasn't working. Then my hair was getting really frizzy. I don't know if you noticed in my last video, but like I clipped it back at one point because it just kept getting frizzier and frizzier. So I've primed my hair slightly differently today, and I think I've nailed it. I think I may have absolutely nailed it. So very, very happy with that. And I know that there have been so many questions about my hair since I had it coloured. And I wasn't expecting it, but I am loving being in my like glossy, healthy hair era, I have to admit. But I also want to be like honest and open about my hair journey. First of all, I think the first thing we can say is that my hair's not extensions. Me and Imi find this so funny because I was so apprehensive about having extensions put in when I had them put in like over a year ago now. Because I said to him, I was like, I've never been online with extensions, and it's something that I've always really like been quite proud of the fact that my hair isn't extensions. We've each got our thing, and my hair was always my thing. And then obviously I went through a period of time when my hair was not in its usual state, and I really struggled. And then I took this like massive decision to just cut it all off and kind of start again. And we got extensions because I was going to a wedding and I really missed my hair, and I didn't really know how to style my hair when it was that short. Anyway, and I literally had one set of hair extensions in, and then I had them taken out, and Imi's like, it's so weird. Even like people come in when they're getting their hair done and they're like, Lydia's got extensions, and it's like, no, she only had them for like a couple of months, like over a year ago. And even people comment on things about my hair now, like, oh, it's extensions. It's like, no, it's not. I had them once online and now I don't. And this has been the result of a lot of like change, a lot of trying new things, a lot of being really like strict with things. And I wanted to be honest about what I've been using, because I feel like I've been so honest about things. And one of the things that I did was I was like, I'm not going to stop until my hair is back to the way it was. I'm not going to stop. I am going to do everything I possibly can. And that was down, sorry, I know I'm touching my hair a lot when I have these fringy things. It's quite, they fall in my face. But yes, so I wanted to work on my health from the inside out, because your hair comes from inside your body outside. Then using products that were like working for my scalp. So I have a very, very sensitive scalp. And whilst I've got a real hold on it, since I've stopped eating the way that I was, I have definitely found that like my scalp has improved loads. I'm able to like have a lot of treatments on my scalp and like have things that would previously irritate it and that kind of thing. But it is still sensitive, and I have to be conscious of that. So using shampoos and conditioners that are like good for my scalp, but also good for my hair. But one of the main things when I was talking about from the inside out has been the fact that I've taken hair vitamins. And this is something that there are a lot of conflicting opinions about, and that's not something that I like shy away from. There will be people that think these things are just not, they're just not for them. But there are also a lot of people, and the reviews I think always speak for themselves. There's a lot of people that I think, when you've either been through a hair like disaster, whether you've lost hair postpartum, whether you've been through a stressful time in your life, feeling like you're taking control of a situation and doing everything you possibly can to get back to that point as quickly as possible feels quite powerful, feels like you're taking control of a situation. And I love that. And so that was what I did. And whilst these were not what I did take, I was taking the Hairburst gummies, and I do have a discount code. It's HB Lydia, and what that will do is get you 20% off products, like some individual products, but also on top of their buy one get one free bundles. And this is honestly the most insane way to make a saving. And if you're someone that's wanting to put a little bit of an investment into your hair journey, into getting it back to looking healthy, I would just 110% in terms of like doing everything. That's what I did. I oiled my hair, I hair masked my hair, I ate well, I took supplements, I oiled the ends of my hair whenever I could, I brushed gently, I used good products. All of those things are super important and come together to create healthy hair. Now obviously I've got thick hair, that's something that I have, but I think for me, it's really important that I'm like honest about the fact that I completely understand if hair supplements aren't for you, but they are so good for a lot of people. And for me personally, I have been on like year-long journeys with them, and now I've moved over to the Advanced Plus hair formula. So this is slightly different to the gummies, especially with the things and the changes that I've made. I wanted something that was a lot more naturally based, and with the gummies it's just slightly different, whereas these feel like it's just another one of my little capsules that I break into my morning smoothie or into my morning drink, and it all comes together. I've got things in there to help support my gut, I've got things in there to help support my energy levels, and I've also got something that's in there that is going to help support my hair, my skin, my nails. And quite honestly, these have transformed the lives of so many people, but they offer so many other things as well. And this is their new hair wand that I got. I also use their for curly hair shampoo and conditioner, because that is by far, if you're having a time in your life at the moment where your scalp is a bit sensitive, I would 110% suggest using their curly hair shampoo and conditioner, because it is the most soft and gentle. And also, if you've noticed in my previous video, you saw all my natural curls. That is from using a curly specific shampoo and conditioner. Oh my gosh, my curls go wild. There was actually a girl that worked here and she was like, I have to be really careful when I use it now, because some days she might want to have her hair straight, and she had really wild and unruly hair, and she was like, it just made my curls so incredible. And I think that's like, it's a testament to what's in the products. It's actually these ones. These are for curly, wavy hair, and this is the shampoo and this is the conditioner. But like I said, they've got like bundles, so you can buy like bundles of supplements if you want to get a few months supply. That's basically what I do whenever I have a discount. It's like I stock up, and these ones are, in my opinion, the best of the best, because all natural ingredients. You just break the capsule if you can't swallow. I can't swallow tablets, so that's why I was taking the gummies initially. So when they introduced these, I quickly swapped over to these, because I just love the fact that they sit in line with all of the other supplements that I use. And what they have in here is they have biotin, selenium and zinc, which contribute to the maintenance of normal hair. They're suitable for vegans. They've got loads of things in here as well that I'm like, oh, okay, turmeric, reishi, black elderberry extract, black pepper extract, those kinds of things. And so for me, that's like a really great one if you're wanting something that's super natural, but also good for your hair, good for your skin, good for your nails. You can use my code. It's HB Lydia, and you can just stock up on any bits and pieces that you want. I'll link it all down below. But I feel like I've actually cracked it now. I'm gonna have to do like a good hair care routine. And yes, I know my entire personality has become this squirrel jumper. I've actually got a few more bits and pieces to show you from that I bought on Amazon as well. And I just thought I couldn't show you in the other video because they hadn't arrived yet, but yeah, I've got a few little bits and pieces to get into. Now to show you the bits that I got on Amazon, aside from my squirrel jumper. Honestly, I love this jumper so much. I don't know how to put it into words, but it's just, it looks so good. Like even under like blazers, like this gorgeous blazer from Toggy is like the perfect color that I didn't know I needed to go with my squirrel jumper. Saying squirrel like an American. Squirrel. Squirrel. Did you know that there's a whole thing where Americans like can't believe the way that English people say squirrel? I can't believe how you Americans say it. All right, squirrel, squirrel. But yes, it just looks so good. It adds like another sort of dimension to it as well, which I think is very lovely. But anyway, this, I've already shown you this jumper. I'm obsessed. It's my entire personality. But the other thing that I got, which I think I think I'm gonna have to put on a different jumper to show you at first, because I got this jumper. This is another cashmere jumper from Amazon, and I wanted sort of a more vibrant burgundy. As always, it is showing up a little bit more burgundy on, like more red than burgundy on camera, but I'm gonna put it on. Honestly, I love burgundy and ivory together so much. It is such a gorgeous color pairing. So this is obviously from Amazon, and it's super soft, actually really nice thickness as well. I think that's really, really lovely. And a good neck height as well. This isn't a mock turtle, this is a normal turtleneck, but sometimes I find they come up too high. This is a really good height, and the tone of this is gorgeous. It is actually perfect with my bag, although, yeah, it's actually really, really nice. But this is the thing that I was so excited about. Now, when it comes to shopping on places like Amazon and places like that, like, I try to err on the side of caution when it comes to like dupe culture as best as I can. Obviously, if something is like, it's like Chanel and it's got like the 2 cc's, like, it's just completely wrong. This is something that I found. I'm pretty sure this is cashmere. If it's not, I apologise. I apologise if it isn't, but I think this is cashmere. So this was found in a location of Amazon where there was a fair amount of dupes. This feels like an inspired piece, but I genuinely loved the nod to like the sort of horse and cart days. It is so soft. So this is like another scarf. It's so statement. It feels very Hermes, but without obviously the price tag, and just so chic. Like, this is just gorgeous. So gorgeous. This with a burgundy coat in wintertime, or even with a sort of like ivory oatmeal-y type of coat, this will look so pretty as a scarf, and it's so big. Again, like I was showing you that other cashmere one, I really, really love this. And you can also wear it the other way. It's like double-sided, so it's got this sort of grayscale version as well, but I love this side. It is so beautiful. I love the fact that it's not got tassels as well. I'm not really a tassely scarf. This is just like a bit of soft fringing. I do think this is cashmere, you know. I will pop it in the description box down below if it is cashmere. But it's just glorious. So, so glorious. I couldn't believe I found this on there. And I love the fact that it hasn't got like a fake Hermes H in it anywhere. But it's got that sort of nod to that style, and the colours are perfect. Little bit of grey, little bit of beige, little bit of burgundy. So, so pretty. The next thing I found was this cardigan, which is like quite a nice lightweight cardigan. It's not got any like big, it's not got pockets, and it's not got like a big collar or anything like that, but I thought this was a nice lightweight cardigan for sort of everyday wear. This will also go really nicely with my like cashmere 2-piece from Lily Silk. Goes nice with the burgundy though, such a great colour alongside burgundy, and I just thought this was lovely. Really, really nice, nice and lightweight, nice drop sleeve so it gives it a casual feel. Yeah, really like this. Now this really is a vibrant red, and it kind of got me a bit hot under the collar when I saw it alongside this blazer from Holland Cooper, because this has a little bit of like burgundy red in it, but it's quite a vibrant one, so it actually works really well with burgundy and like a pop of red as well. And this just feels quite modern, although with like a grey or black blazer this would also be really, really nice, like a sort of black and white check or something like that, Prince of Wales check. This is just, but it's the jumper basically. I'm not showing you the blazer. The blazer is a new in from Holland Cooper as well. How many blazers are too many blazers? The limit does not exist. But yes, this is like a cherry red after wearing the outfit from Sassy Holford. Oh, I feel like red is a colour that I need to embrace a little bit more of, especially in my autumn colour palette. And it works really nicely alongside grey, but just as we're seeing, it also looks really lovely alongside ivory, and ivory is my sort of basic neutral. So I love this. And this is a mock turtleneck. I always find that mock turtlenecks are always more flattering on me, and it just sort of feels a little bit more streamlined. This is a really delicate mock turtleneck as well, so you could get a silk scarf under there if you wanted. Not that I'm pushing silk scarves or anything. And then this is a bit of a wild card. I'm not sure this is like the same level of quality as the cashmere pieces, but this is like a herringbone thick, almost like overshirt. I think this will be something that is quite useful to have in your wardrobe. I love it over the red as well. It feels very like juxtaposition, but it works. And a nice layering piece to add to every day. I mean, I just love herringbone anyway, so this with like a more neutral, like an ivory underneath as well, will look so chic. But with the pop of red, it's like pow. But yeah, I love this, but it's just not, I wouldn't say it's like as high quality, but it is nice and soft, and like feels very, like the colour tones feel good, because I think that's the thing when you're finding things that maybe are a little bit on the lower end of the scale in terms of price. I always find that there might be something that you have to compromise on, whether it's like the buttons or the fabric or the tone, and I love it when all of the things don't have to be compromised, basically. So love this, but I'll link them down below as well as with the Hairburst discount code and bundles and link and all of that kind of stuff. I need to make some apple crumble because I have so many apples. I've got a lot of chutney to be making, I've got a lot of crumble to be making, so let's get on with it. Okay, I had to show you it properly styled up because I think this is really, really lovely. This is with my Sinead Keary like edit coat, and I think this is just such a staple for your wardrobe, but I love the burgundy touches as well. This is very much an outfit that I would wear to like London or something like that. Gorgeous. I think I need to put this on Instagram, so it might be sold out. But they have other ones. They did have other styles, but I felt that they were too dupe, and they had like H's on them and things like this. I liked this one because it didn't have that, and I liked the colours as well. So yeah, I'll link it down below. I've definitely changed out of squirrel jumper because there's only so many days that the squirrel jumper can be your entire personality. I get it, okay, I get it. So we're back to burgundy bitch. Because there's not so many days that you can be burgundy bitch, okay? There's not a written code. There is for squirrel jumper. You might see behind me that there are some tools and a number of bottles of wine on the side. I am not having a party with the tradesmen, as much as it looks like I am. There are tradesmen downstairs. They are boarding up all of the holes in the club room, ready for the new entertainment system to go in, because I decided that I was going to be a bougie bitch for another day, and we've decided to upgrade it, as I told you, and that all needs to go in, so it's all going to be flush with the ceiling. I'm going to show you how it's looking downstairs, but I don't think there's much to see. However, back to this, it's been appliance delivery day, and who knew that wine fridges only last about 4 years? That is disgraceful. I had no idea that is not okay. They should honestly last longer than that, surely. Or is that just a fridge thing in general? And I don't know. But we've had to replace our wine fridge because when we moved in, it didn't work. We had it regassed, it still didn't work. We had it looked at by another engineer, still didn't work. So we've just had a very glorified wine rack in our fridge for some time. So we're replacing it, I think. The tradesman, aka Mr. Millen Gordon, has got halfway through the job and left. Hence why there are bottles of wine all over the side and my husband's drill. I want to get this first batch of apples made into some crumbles. I've got these wonderful, wonderful dishes that I got from Burford a few, it must be like a year ago now. And I think these will be really lovely for Sunday roasts with a crumble. Now I do have them on display, but we can change that and use them for something because they are so pretty. I need to get more of these, but I got them from Burford Garden Centre. Such gorgeous, gorgeous pottery. Oh! So I think it's probably going to be a good idea for me to get cracking on those apples, and then hopefully by next week I can start looking at making some chutneys. I have a big event next week and I'm going to be meeting some of you guys. I'm throwing you guys a party, a dinner party. We're all having dinner together. I'm paying. It's all on me to celebrate Evergreen, 1 year of Evergreen. my book, which is all about finding the joy in the seasons. And I'm so excited, you have no idea. Honestly, so excited. And it's all kind of systems our go at the moment. We've got Duchess and Butler on the tables, we've got Blooming House on the florals, we've got goodie bags. It's happening, and I'm so excited. Before I start crumble making, the tradesmen have gone. Let's head downstairs and have a look. It's not going to be anything exciting, I know that for sure. Oh yeah. Absolutely nothing has changed other than this. So we are having to build in a new system in the ceiling for our new projector. Don't you just love it? When you've got a fantastic system in place, and it still works, but someone says, oh, you could do with upgrading it. So you go, okay, all right, let's upgrade it. We might as well do it now so that there's no like cosmetic implications or whatever, that it's been there for 10 years, let's upgrade it. So you do that, and then they go, oh yeah, but it's gonna be like 30 centimeters smaller than the one that you already had. You're like, did you not want to tell us that before we took the entire thing down? Because that's not the same thing. That's not an upgrade. That is not like for like. So anyway, here we are with more of our budget going into the season. This is just one of the things I think is quite frustrating, but we love it because we're really happy to be doing this room and we're not letting it dampen our spirits. But yes, so it's going to be separating these sort of recessed areas of the ceiling, and never did I imagine that we would be almost entirely re-plastering this entire room, but here we are, because we've added 2 new wall lights in either of these like little spaces here. Wall lights for me are always the preferred lighting of choice, wall lights and lamps, but yes, there are many holes in the ceiling where our beams are, and it is, yeah, it's just a mess. It's a mess. However, I do love a freebie, and these are the offcuts of our beams, and we realised that they make fantabulous doorstops. So I love feeling like I got a freebie, even though I paid for it. What are you doing?
I am cutting the feet off like this. So that's cut, that was this long, and then I can then get though they're small enough to unscrew and pop out. So that was hitting this. So get rid of it, it'll just slide out.
But
So I'm cutting 4 feet off, and then I can just screw the new one go in, and I'll take the feet off completely, and then just when it says in, screw it in.
so you won't have to cut the new one?
No.
Okay, you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I can use these because it was the same appliance. Well, I'm hoping it's the same.
So what we've realised with the new wine fridge is that they've tiled up to it and locked it in. So Ali's having to extract it from its cubby hole, and so no crumble is happening at the moment, but it will be. It will be. But at the moment I'm sitting in the wisteria bedroom doing a bit of work and a bit of admin, but I would show you outside, but you can't see because the car's in the way. I just love sitting here. You'll notice I don't sit here that much at the moment because obviously my office is out of use and my assistant is actually using this as like her office. So when that is back in use, I will be in here tapping away, looking out over my little tiny kingdom. This is how they play together. Little piglet. Oh, who got booped on the head? I don't want to talk about it. I think it is best that we just don't discuss what has just gone on here. The new wine fridge is still in the box, and I'm going to prep some crumble. I have also clipped my hair back. I appreciate and I apologise profusely for the hair touching. I am still very much getting used to my hair at the moment. I don't know why it's so different. It feels like because my hair is darker, the texture is different, And so it's strange. It's taking some getting used to, and then with the fringy bits as well, I'm faffing more than normal. And so I apologise, because I know that there are people that get very upset about it. But with all that aside, time to make some crumble. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use the blackberries from my garden and the apples from our hamlet, and I'm going to prep crumbles basically. These are so good to keep in the freezer for like a hearty dessert, whether it's just you and your partner want to have something sweet, or you've got people coming over, whatever. It's just incredible. And I don't know if crumble is a thing overseas, you have to let me know, but in England we love a crumble. The only thing that I'm not sure is whether we have amaretto, because obviously our bar is upside down, inside out at the moment. I'm gonna have to go downstairs and check. I'm at that stage where I can't actually imagine how any of this is gonna look. Oh my gosh, it's so cold down here. I can see the Serrano. Oh, thank goodness for that. Okay, perfect. Right, I'm actually gonna check my recipe first and foremost. Now I use a recipe from Cookie Doo and I adapt it basically. Let me check that I've got everything that I need. Blackberries are in the freezer, unsalted butter, amaretto, golden caster sugar, butter. It's cane sugar, so it will do. Apples, amaretto, blackberries. Now for the crumble, hazelnuts. It's at this point where I love absolutely everything that I've done with my pantry, and why when I'm out shopping and I'm buying things for my kitchen, I think about how it's going to look in my kitchen, because when you start putting all of your ingredients together, bar the Di Serrano, it just looks so lovely. So hazelnuts, almonds, plain flour, rolled oats. I feel like I want to put a few more nuts in than that. I'm going to throw in some extra nuts. Some bougie nuts as well. So this is going to be like my posh apple and blackberry crumble. So I'm going to start by washing my hands, and then I am going to lightly grease these little baking dishes. I may need more, I can't remember how many need doing. So in this recipe there is 200 grams of strawberries, 200 grams of blackberries and 200 grams of apples. I don't do the strawberries, so I do 300 grams of apples and 300 grams of blackberries. That's what I find works best. So I'm going to peel and cut and core my apples, weigh them out, and then I'll grab the blackberries from the freezer. So blackberries and apple are soaking in this bowl. Now I'm going in with the unsalted butter. Ali has just started cooking dinner, but I have finished 2 crumbles to cool and go in the freezer. They look so lovely in these little ramekins. Oh, so cute. And they'll look so lovely getting these out, and I reckon you can have this, that's like 2 portions, and then this is like 2 portions. So if we had guests, we can get 2 of these out. I definitely need to do more, and I need to buy more of these from Burford. They're so pretty. Part of me literally wants to just put one in the oven. The blackberry and apple crumble is cooling on the side. Lumi is having some dinner right next to me whilst Ali cooks dinner in the living room. And seeing as we went downstairs to my office, I thought I would show you the design that I've settled on, because I don't think I've ever come across a room and felt like it sort of sits in synergy with my style as much as I did when I saw this. And this is literally, I found this on, I think it was on like Rightmove or some, it was like a home listing, this room, this particular room in a house. And I was just scrolling through because the house was really pretty. and I came across this room, and instantly I was like, that's it. That's how I want my office to look. And I sent it to Ali and I was like, this is it. So at the moment, I would say that first of all, it's a bit pixelated, but second of all, the colour on the walls is a little bit minty green. So I'd go obviously like muddier. And I'll introduce the wood textures slightly differently. Basically, you'll see that there's like this really wonderful herringbone sofa. I love the wings on it. It's exactly like the sofas that I sold early on when I had no idea how wonderful and like expensive those sofas were. And I sold them. But it's got those sort of wing and wooden ties. I'd really love to have those in my office, but it's like a wool herringbone, and then it's bordered with really nice like chocolate brown piping, and then it's got fringing at the bottom. Loved it. Love the artwork behind, but we could probably have something that is more in keeping with our art taste than a dog. Obviously, if it was a sausage dog, be different. I love, love, love the chocolate velvet poof. Oh my goodness. Never did I think I would want a chocolate velvet poof, but now I do. And what I also love is, if you notice, the two blankets are Hermes. I don't think I have ever seen an Hermes blanket look so tasteful. I have never liked them. It's why I've not had them in my house. But they look like they're supposed to be in this room. They don't look like, I personally think, you might disagree, but I personally think they look like they could be any blanket. But then when you look closely, it's kind of one of those things that it's like, ah, no, these are the Hermes blankets, but they look like they fit the room so beautifully. It actually, like, I was quite in shock. So I think that's something that feels very in line with me, because obviously I really like Hermes as a brand. And so I think just having that little touch in my office would make sense. I love the like chocolatey brown burgundy tartan wing back chairs. I am going to have that in my office as well. It's got the bookcase at the back, which I really like, but that actually wouldn't be the bookcase. So you've got to imagine that you're like facing the back of my office in this picture. So that would be where the faux fireplace is going to go. And then behind where you are is where the bookcases and the desk would be. So yes, I think I'm completely settled. I can't work out what the fabric is on those curtains, but hopefully I'll be able to figure all of that out as and when. I want to have the little lights next to the fireplace alcove as well. I think that would be really nice. I love the little like book stack on the, it's like on a trunk table. Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun sourcing bits and pieces, but this is my style through and through. I love the old books on the bookcase, all of the old knickknacks. I'm so excited, so excited to like get cracking on this. Now I just have to settle on a muddy green for the walls that is going to work in that space. I love it so much. I absolutely love it so much. This is like my happy place when it comes to interiors. Oh, it's just so gorgeous. I don't think a room has ever stopped me in my tracks like this. But I also got you here because I thought we could have a little bit of an unboxing before I go and have dinner and go to bed. I've got to be up early because I've got Pilates in the morning, and then I'm trying my best to have Pilates rush back and then go down to London because I am having some bits and pieces fitted, and I'm going for a catch up with a friend as well. So should be a nice day tomorrow. But I was delivered a box today and I wanted to open it with you as soon as it got here, so I hope that you'll indulge me. Oh my goodness me, I'm gonna turn on the light so you can see me better. That might be very bright and very unflattering as a light, but hopefully you'll get a better understanding of what's in this box. So this is from this is local beautifulness in all of its glory, and when I saw this brand I really did get quite excited by what I saw. So it's actually their factory, and their it's either their factory or their tannery is in Bedfordshire, so that's super close to where I live, waving my knife around. And their handbags and accessories got me so exciting. So the brand is TOWCESTER, handmade in England, and the bags are made to order as well, which I love. It means they're not overproducing, and that's the beauty of being able to produce something in England, is that you don't necessarily have to make like huge quantities and then spend all that time shipping. Because when I had my brand, one of the things that I realized was like it costs a lot to air something over and it costs less to ship it over, and so it can take a long time to get things to the UK if you want to cut costs. Making something here is true, and I'm going to honestly keep banging on about this because I honestly think that what we do in the UK is so incredible, and this is so cool. Like, these are the things that are cool and wonderful, and these are the types of brands that I get incredibly excited about, and so I want to see more of them, and I want to see more of them doing well. And so I'm going to show you without further ado. There are 2 handbags in here, and I just want to say that if you are thinking about buying a chocolate brown suede handbag, this is the one to buy. This is the one that you're not going to see 100 different girls walking down the street either wearing it or wearing a dupe of it. This is a classic, timeless take on that trend, and this is where you're going to get the most amount of value in your wardrobe, okay? I promise you. Because at the moment, the whole like fashion world is just blowing my mind. Like, everybody is like dressing the same at the moment, and I'm not saying I'm any different. Like, I very much get caught up in these things too, but I'm trying not to. I'm really trying to be like conscious, like, let's not all dress the same. Let's not all find ourselves caught in one aesthetic. Let's look for something different. So, without further ado, I'll get into the big bag first because I'm very excited, because I think it's going to be so useful as like a workhorse bag in my wardrobe. It feels absolutely incredible. And also, we need to take stock for a second of the logo before I show you the bag. The logo is 6 oak leaves and an acorn in the centre, like a crown. I want this as a crown, okay? I want to wear that crown. I want to. Obviously, dust bags are from TOWCESTER or TOWCESTER? I think it's TOWCESTER, made in England. Oh, that is stunning. Oh my gosh, this and the contrast stitching. And you know what's going to look fantastic on this? A sausage dog bag charm. This is like unbelievable. This is so beautiful, and you just know that this suede is going to get better and better with age. There is an inside pocket. It's not like there's not a single bit of branding on the outside of the bag. There's a beautiful gold TOWCESTER zip there, very, very subtle. I love the way the suede is folded over onto a colour coordinated zip. Inside, the lining has a subtle, almost like embroidered TOWCESTER on the lining, and then there's a central pocket with a gold embossed TOWCESTER, made in England. And when I tell you, this is stunning, absolutely stunning. Perfect size, perfect, like, if you know, you know, and perfect not going to see it on everybody else. And also, I would say that the price point on this, for the quality, the fact that it's made in England, the beautiful brand, this is, price point wise, I think absolutely incredible. Real suede, stunning. And then this little guy is, oh my goodness, it's even cuter than I imagined. I've not even got it out yet. So this honestly stole my heart. This is the bag that I have been looking for such, oh my gosh. Look at this. Oh, and look again, such delicate branding. This is the perfect country girls like crossbody bag when this is, oh, this, I don't think you realise how much this is going to get worn. This is another workhorse bag in my wardrobe for going to the pub, for dog walks, for just country life in general. This is going to go with so many pairs of my boots. Wow, that is stunning. Absolutely. The size is perfection as well. I always feel like often when brands go to do small bags, they almost bottle it at the end and they do something a bit bigger and a bit more practical. But sometimes you just want a lipstick, your keys, your phone, and that's it. Maybe your purse, and you don't want to carry your entire life with you. This is the perfect crossbody for that. I'm in love. And the leather, oh my gosh, this is like a box leather as well. So it's gonna get scratches, it's gonna walk, it's gonna like wear. You can already see that this is going to get like a really beautiful aged patina over time. It's like a mini cartridge bag, but so gorgeous, so gorgeous. And I just love that it's got its beautiful branding, it's got its beautiful identity, but it's not all over it. It's not like, this is who I am. It's like, actually, judge us on our quality and not on our branding. And that is what we should be doing, like, more when it comes to buying things like this. Now, I obviously know that not everyone is going to be able to afford bags like this. I always have to cover my backside with these things because I forget sometimes that I'm not always just talking to my audience and that these videos can be seen by other people. But what I would say is that if you are in the market for something like this, this is absolutely exquisite. This is like something that you could put on display and like a bookshelf. Like, that's actually going to look beautiful on display in the boot room. I'm in love, absolutely in love. What a brand.